The Oppo 203 is one of the world's most known 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray players. Many would call it the golden standard for 4K movies, HDR Blu-rays, cinema-like sound, and unrivaled build quality. Oppo resigned in the Blu-ray industry over a year ago, which shocked and saddened home theater enthusiasts like me and you. Originally $599 during launch, you cannot find this player under $1,000 because of its rich history and success. Oh, and the name, of course. I've had my Oppo since just around its launch time, and I've witnessed no issues with this player. It has truly stood the test of time. There's so many things to love about this Blu-ray player. The build quality, the DAC inside of it, the 7.1 pre-outs, region-free disc capabilities. I mean, in a world where streaming content has taken over and everyone is watching Netflix, Hulu, YouTube, this player has no streaming apps. 0 streaming apps, and still was the #1 Blu-ray player on the market in its prime. Unbelievable. This Blu-ray player has been in my system for quite a while now. I've loved every bit of this thing. It's never been too loud, never been too noisy. It's always played every DVD that I put inside of it. It's looked very good on multiple different TVs that I've used, 1080p, 4K, whatever. It looks very good. It does upscale for you, so if you have a 4K TV but not watching on a 4K Blu-ray, it's gonna upscale that Blu-ray for you. It does everything you could want a Blu-ray player to do. Now again, it doesn't have any apps to stream, but most people have smart TVs anyway, so you don't need the Blu-ray player to have it. So it's really sad that Oppo has signed out of the Blu-ray world, but I still have mine. Most people have a 203, some have a 205, but I've thought about selling mine. And every time I think about it, I was like, no, we'll have to keep it. It's just too good to let go of. It's one of the best Blu-ray players that I've ever owned. it may very well be the best Blu-ray player I've ever owned. I may upgrade in the future, but who knows. Now, with a great Blu-ray player comes a great remote. The remote has been awesome for me. It has backlights, which I think every remote should have. It's big but comfortable in the hand. It's made of good quality for, you know, what a remote should be. It has every button that I need and nothing that I don't want. It has all the functionality of the Blu-ray player right here on the remote. So you're never going to have to go searching for anything that you have to go straight to the Blu-ray player for. It's all going to be laid out pretty simply for you. And of course, most people watch their movies in a dark room, so that backlight is a must-have, especially when you have a remote with a lot of buttons. And of course, Oppo got that correct. So this remote is really, really good. It feels good. It has a good weight to it. Rather big, but of course, when you have a Blu-ray player of this stature, you're going to have a lot of buttons. So this is one of my favorite remotes of all time as well. It's just really easy to use, really easy to memorize where the main buttons are, and you can control pretty much, if not everything, on this Blu-ray remote. Now, although this Blu-ray player is one of the best ever, there were a few Blu-ray players out there that probably had just a tad bit better video quality than this, but it was just the name, the build quality, the remote. There's so many different things that made this one better than everybody else, even if the picture quality wasn't the #1 picture quality. So I bought this one back when it launched, and I have not looked back since then. So guys, if you haven't gotten the chance to look at an Oppo 203, if you didn't get one back when it first was launched, I'm really sorry I didn't get that experience. It's phenomenal. They're out there for like $1,000 something. So if you don't have one now, you may never have one, but they were the staple. This was the staple in the video world, the audio and video enthusiasts. And people still use this now to compare different televisions, etc. So this was the benchmark. And it's sad to know that there isn't going to be another Oppo Blu-ray player out there after this one and the 205. So guys, this is just a fun video. Just want to reflect on the Oppo 203. I never made a real review of this when I first got it because I was starting out on YouTube, but I do want to talk about this and my experience with that. And if you happen to get your hands on one, get your hands on one. It's still one of the best Blu-ray 4K Ultra HD HDR Dolby Vision Blu-ray players out there, and I'm gonna have a hard time getting rid of this guy. So if you enjoyed this video and thought it was fun and interesting, leave me a like down below as well as a comment. Let me know what Blu-ray player you have. Do you have a Sony X800, a 700, maybe a Panasonic LX? What are you using for your Blu-ray needs? I'm using my 203. Thank you guys. We'll see you again in the next video. Take care. Kpaceguy out. Peace.